while suicide,
poverty,
domestic violence,
and other dysfunctions seek to destroy and separate, we choose to tangata,
to stand tall.
stand together.
regardless of our backgrounds or belief system.
We as the people of New Zealand,
choose to stand for our people.
to bring hope.
To bring the solution,
We say you are valued, you are loved.
you matter.
We stand because we care.
Open up, bro. So good to be here on the set and with you live Facebook. Tonight we're going to open up about a very touching topic relating to us men. Obviously it affects our families as well. Before I do that introduction, I just want to say thank you very much to everybody that posted up on the Tell Us What You Would Like Us to Discuss on Open Up, Bro. We had so much good feedback, so many good topics. I just want to say how deep a lot of people were thinking into the questions and the themes and the topics around helping our men, helping our whānau, addressing issues around methamphetamine, drug use, but not just the drugs, but the reason behind men taking drugs, the mindset, the attitude. It's fantastic. So, you know, this is our show as much as it's your show, and we appreciate you guys tuning in. We also appreciate you sharing these posts with whānau and friends, family, that may be struggling with some of the topics that we're raising and discussing. We're putting our mana on the line to discuss these issues. Most of the time it's our own life experience. That's what qualifies us, I guess, to talk to you. But we also appreciate your posts. There are our learnings for future Open Up Bro topics. Hope you have had a fantastic day. So, you know, tonight we're going to open up. We chose one of our topics from the Tell Us what topic you would like us to pick. It was a competition, and you would win a $100 Man Up package, which included a Man Up t-shirt, Man Up cap, and a Man Up Open Up Bro mug. So our winner has already been announced and posted up, so congratulations. But we're also going to announce a next winner next week from that same post. So tonight though, this is the subject we chose from the post, and it's called the power of jealousy. I just want to share a little bit about this dysfunction, about this emotion that we carry as men. Hard sometimes to talk about, misunderstood, but yet very powerful emotion, mindset, and ultimately destruction. I'll take you to my understanding of this. You go to the first chapter of the Bible in Genesis, and apart from God creating the world and creating the first family, you see straight away the first dysfunction is named, and it's jealousy. Tonight we're going to be talking about the power of jealousy. The effect that jealousy had on a brother called Cain towards his brother. So you want to highlight that that violence, that attack, that murder that happened between those two brothers happened in a family unit. Someone so close to each other. I read of a report this week of a man being released out of jail and finding his partner again, and the headline in that news was an eruption of jealousy that led for this man to ultimately destroy and kill his partner while his baby was in the car seat. Now that is some powerful stuff that's going on in some men's life, like a time bomb, a mixture of a whole lot of things from childhood right through to their adulthood. Never had the opportunity to talk about it, never been questioned about it, just left to their own devices to work it out and try and understand it and get through life, but it doesn't happen. Jealousy held inside is a time bomb, and any time this thing can explode. Yes, we want to highlight it as something that we need to talk about and confront tonight. But with my panel tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to open up and we're going to talk about defusing the time bomb and the destruction of jealousy. So I just want to welcome my brother here tonight, Brother Toko. Bro. Tonight, you know, obviously with our audience, this is a big question. It's a big problem in society.
Yes.
And tonight, Toko, we've got the opportunity, obviously, to talk this through, open up about our own life and experience with jealousy. So when we talk about jealousy, how would you just describe jealousy, Toko?
I describe it as blind rage. It's you're not thinking about it. Who's in front of you? It's it's just blind rage, and you just let it out, and it's caused a pretty major part of my domestic violence between me and the relationships that I've had. Jealousy, yeah, it's blind rage. You don't even know what you're doing until it's too late.
Domestic violence, big problem in society today, and something that we need to address and open up and talk about. And one of the things around jealousy that often is hard for men is actually to even find a place, the confidence to actually go and find someone to actually open up and talk about this too. We're very fortunate that we've got Man Up as an opportunity also for you too, whānau, to find a place like that, find somebody. You can't hold these emotions in.
That's right.
Jealousy in relationship, where did it first start? You know, I use the story of Cain and Abel. It started in their childhood, growing up. It was fueled, obviously, by a situation where, you know, one was accepted and one was rejected. Rejection in your childhood, rejection by your father.
Yeah.
You know, Tuko, I'm just going to ask you to open up about that. How, with your relationship with your father, how did that rejection happen?
Yeah, just through not communicating with us, and just showing discipline through the way he probably knows how, and yeah, well, it just started through the beatings. I don't know what was going through his head to make him do that, but he wasn't doing it to the girls. He was only doing it to me and my brother. So I was wondering, hey, what's going on here? You know, so you know they'll do something wrong, but they wouldn't get what we're getting. So
in your childhood, and I guess in a lot of our childhoods, you know, we see a lot of situations through our parents where one is accepted, one's rejected. It's not so much the one that it's accepted that's getting, you know, the attention. It's actually the one in the family that's probably not getting the attention, feeling the rejection. And, you know, when you feel rejection, let's be honest, how does that feel?
Oh, it just feels, you know, worthless. You feel worthless. Am I doing right? What am I doing? I'm feeling weak, you know. I'm not feeling energetic how I should be, you know, how a father should be, you know, encouraging me and lifting me up. No, I'm feeling pretty well belittled and down and out, you know, and I took that into my adulthood like that. And the jealousy got even worse, even when I hooked up, you know, got into the relationships and that, it got worse. And pretty well, meth wasn't known as meth back in those days, you know, you could give the missus a twack and, you know, nothing will happen, they'll just fall into line, you know, but yeah, it was...
So when we talk about violence, you know, we're not glorifying violence, but as you know, tonight we're opening up about violence. What type of violence are you talking about, Tuko?
Talking about physical violence, punching your loved ones in the head, with pretty well using what was used on me on them. If there's a weapon there, using a weapon, your fist, closed fist. Yeah, pretty well. Just repeating what I went through.
Yeah.
When I was a child, you know.
I guess with jealousy also comes the other sort of dysfunction too, or feelings of a lot of insecurity, eh?
Yeah.
You know, like a distrust. If we talk about relationships with, you know, our partners, our wife, can get quite out of hand, you know, when we sort of move into this mode of mentality that, oh, she's looking at somebody, you know. And if you've been stung by unfaithfulness, cheating in a relationship, cheating in a relationship often is, you know, adultery and things like that don't necessarily get talked about too much. We try to hold it in and lock it in. And that's yet another thing that needs to be, I guess, talked about. Otherwise it can stay in there as a part of that time bomb ready to blow. And we seem to keep transferring that too, you know, when we move on, you know, into other things and other, you know, at work, and becomes something that filters out.
Yeah, definitely. And once you get under the influence of alcohol, it even makes it 3 times as worse. You know, that all comes back, all that cheating and all that thing that you think that's happening, but not even.
Yeah.
It comes back and then, wow, next minute she's not even just looking wrong, you know, and bang, you know, just launching the attack. So, yeah, alcohol definitely didn't help jealousy.
Take us through the feelings, Toko. You know, when the first action, we're blind rage, so that means we've got no feeling, no connection, we're just off the rails.
Off the rails.
What's the after effect though? How do you feel after that we've done these acts and these things?
Well, geez, you know, you're feeling sorry, you're feeling, oh, what have I done, you know? There's been a time where the loved one has been all smashed up, you know, and bleeding nose and all that, you know, and you're going, oh no, what's, you know, waking up the next morning and trying to clean up, you know, trying to clean her up too, you know, it's feeling, wow, what happened, you know?
I guess what's worse about these situations that, you know, whānau are involved in is that we've got our kids that are obviously innocent as, no voice, no power to change anything that the parents or the father's doing, and it has an effect on them, you know. Did you notice that with your child?
No, she didn't see any of that. She pretty well, she was so lucky that she didn't see that, because I spent probably the rest of my years inside. By the time I got out, she was 16 by the time I got out. So,
Toko, as we open up about jealousy and insecurity and distrust and those things that we've even just talked about now, is it a wide problem with men? Do we see it in society, and what do you see?
Oh, the majority, yeah, with the men, yeah, yeah, that's pretty well seen. Yeah, well, I've seen a lot of that inside, and a lot of fellows come inside for that, you know, and they're coming in saying, oh, I've done that for my wife, I've done this to her, and I've done that, you know, so I've definitely seen a lot of men come in for that.
Well, based on a lot of men that do struggle and the challenge of, you know, holding jealousy in their life, sort of would take it to the streets and ask brothers out there on the Real Talk tonight with Brother Clint, and these are the reports he has. Check these out.
Learning to understand possession. I think men are very, very possessive by nature, and I think society puts pressure on men to be that way. When a man thinks of something as theirs, there's a pressure on them to protect that, and sometimes that goes above and beyond simply protecting something that's theirs.
If I was jealous over their person or what their person's done, I'll tell myself to go and, well, basically be honest with the person, tell the person why it is and what it is, and it's basically what you can do.
I think men need to look inside themselves and understand that you can't necessarily own something, especially another human being. And when that's threatened, the rage comes through.
Yep, I'm a victim too, and that's how I'm speaking from the heart.
I have, and that's just because of my own insecurity. So, yeah.
By getting them to open up and understanding me, would lead to another challenge of understanding and finding out what it is and what's behind the hidden truth of themselves.
Talk to a friend, maybe get counselling, as well as some total, some support.
Yeah, kia ora everybody, welcome back. This is the final part of tonight's program. We've been hitting a very hard topic, one that we've opened up about, jealousy. The power of jealousy in our lives, like a time bomb. The emotions and the anger and a lot of insecurities that are mixed in our inner world, and at any time it can actually explode. Well, we're going to diffuse that right now and move into more of how we deal how we can deal with jealousy. So once again, I'm joined here by my brother Toko, Kai Iwi, kia ora, brothers.
Kia ora, kia ora.
So let's finish this strong tonight. Let's really open up from our experiences and help potentially a lot of people with some solutions around jealousy. So look, how do we deal with jealousy? There's not many books out there about how to deal with jealousy, but we're certainly going to put some word and content together today to help a lot of people.
I think first and foremost, you need to get rid of the addictions. Alcohol definitely fuels jealousy, and it's a no-no for that. If you want to help diffuse it, get control of your emotions, get rid of the addictions.
Yeah, well, I guess jealousy, it is a personal thing, you know, and with men being the program Open Up, bro, it's...
Up and really identifying there's if you're jealous there's somebody attached to jealousy.
That's right.
You're not jealous of a tree growing in the wrong place. You're jealous of somebody and something. You're insecure about something that happened to you. And that has obviously has an attention of somebody, so it's not nothing. So what I'm sort of saying is that yes, alcohol and drugs fuel this type of emotion, this type of feeling inside. Yes, those experiences of being cheated on, you cheating and getting you back and all that sort of behaviour carries on, and it has a breaking point. And I think, for me, my contribution is that I agree with the talk. You've got to actually confess.
That's right.
If you've been cheated on, you've actually got to confess that situation as well. It's something that can't stay as a secret. Secrets is what fuels jealousy. Secrets and shh and under the rug and just ignore it and have a drink, get stoned, are just masks and plasters for this emotion that's hiding in there. I call it like when you got sick mamai in the belly, and the best thing to do is what?
Get it out.
Get it out. Don't let this sickness stay in the belly.
Because to add to that too, like. From back in the days that she done, but we thought we had sorted out, but nah, it's actually deeper, It's like, no, there was no actual forgiveness, Well,
that's a big one, forgiveness.
Yeah.
I mean, who understands forgiveness and who applies forgiveness in this modern day and age? The opposite of forgiveness is revenge,
that's right.
Which is obviously a byproduct of jealousy.
That's right.
Yes.
I'll get you back. You did something to me, you wait,
right,
And in fact, if we want to heal ourselves, heal the other person, and cut that tie off so that memory doesn't continue to, remind us and go back in that past, like you said, Kaiwi. Forgiveness has got to be the key to freedom then.
It is. Forgiveness is simple. The word, I think the word itself, opening up, talking about the word forgiveness is big.
Forgiveness is big, eh? Because, you think about it, maybe everyone's like, well, easy said. Well, no, these are principles that I think if we want to deal with jealousy, if we want to deal with jealousy, then we're going to have to identify what is making us jealous. Go back, it may be in your childhood with your father, so you may have to go back to go forward in order to actually expose that situation. As shameful and as hard as it is, honestly, you're going to have to confess it, you're going to have to identify it, and you're going to have to say, well, you know what?
Yes.
It's time for me to be free. I've been a victim of this situation most of my life. But we can't stay a victim, right?
Forgiveness is humble. Humility,
It's a big one,
And humility, yes.
Give us an example, come on, give us an example, real stuff.
Why I brought humility up, because man, I used to watch this fella walk past me You know, me being from South, I thought of myself, and as a person, it was me. I should be there. But the problem wasn't me being there, it was just me, you know, getting over some stuff about people being above me. It's actually believe in who you are. But I should look at this fella and go, shut up, bro, shut up. Or I'll have something in me. I didn't talk to anybody. I was always like angry at this fella. But I realized, man, this fella did something to me ages ago. I had to literally walk up to him and he was blown away. Actually, he didn't even know that I had that thing towards him. He was like,
they often get on with life, eh?
They get on with life.
So you're the victim.
That's right. And I'm going up to say, bro, I want to forgive. I want you to forgive me. And he's like, what for? It's like, bro, I just wanted to do this to you. I wanted it, but it's because it was my problem.
I know of people that, you know, now man up that have gone on FaceTime. You know, that's FaceTime, and because they can't actually see the person physically, they've got them on the FaceTime and asked for forgiveness of something that happened 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Why? Because it plays on your conscience.
That's right.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
If it plays on your conscience,
Yeah.
it's unfinished business.
Yeah, yeah.
It's something that needs to be reconciled,
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely healed,
yeah.
but it's got to be confessed
Yeah.
in order for it to be forgiven.
That's right.
You know, and I think we've got to create this culture of humility
Yeah.
and ability to, you know, ask for forgiveness.
Yeah.
How many times you should forgive? You know, it's unlimited, because it's inevitable that we're going to have offences and difficulties with relationships and people.
Yeah. What do you reckon, Tuko? You know, being in the gangs, you know, surely those brothers that you didn't trust.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, there was a lot of that going on, and there was a lot of other jealousy too. You know, like fellas catching up with the Joneses want to be better than their dog, and you know, because their dog had a nice car, I want to get a car like that. You know, he's got a bike, I want to get a bike like that. You know, and people will go out of their way. They'll rob banks to do that. They'll do whatever they can to do that. You know, so. But for me now, it's just be happy with what I got and where I'm going now, and that's the healing process of it. Don't worry about what other people's got. Yeah, it's just
The fact that three of us men are sitting and talking about jealousy, and you're asking about, what are the ways out? Man, the fact that we're talking about it's massive.
Well, it is, eh? We're here talking about it openly and unashamed. And
I won't tell you I'm jealous of something. You know?
Yeah.
I'll never say that, but it's like, man, you're talking about it.
And this is a healing process for everyone that's
right,
watching.
our brothers.
yeah, that's right. You know, and just feeling comfortable as we're feeling comfortable talking with each other. These are the environments of man up, and
That's right.
you know, you can't obviously do it at work. You can't do it sometimes with your partner, but you find the group of men that you can come with, and we open up. We talk.
That's right. Yeah.
Talk about these how we were mistreated, how we were abused, how we were rejected. You know, all those things that happen to us and wound us on the inside. Wound us on the inside. And so there is healing. It is possible. We've been healed. Doesn't mean that we're not subject to becoming jealous again.
Yeah.
But it certainly makes us more aware and stronger to be able to deal with it
Yes.
at the time. You know, the time when we get tested.
That's it.
Exactly.
Well, it just adds endurance. You know, when you overcome one hurdle, it gives you a bit more, strength for the next one that comes along. But you can actually be free of jealousy.
I think the key thing about jealousy to overcome jealousy is coming back to your own self-worth.
That's right.
That's right.
it.
You are good enough, eh?
That's right.
You know, if I look at myself and, I'm 40 years old and I'm thinking, I'm happy with me.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right.
You know, I'm happy with me.
Yeah.
40 years that have got me here and the life ahead. Man, I'm happy, you know?
Yeah.
I don't, really want to have your car and you don't, I don't want to have your house, I'm quite happy where I live.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And I think it's just that simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why would I have to get jealous about somebody else's goods anymore? Because I'm just happy with me.
That's the biggest breakthrough I'll say in my life, it's like no longer, caring about what's happening over there or over there. It's actually just believing that there's something on my life that I've got to work out, and being comfortable with that. And I know a situation, I can bring this up, I was going for a job interview. And man, it's a stigma, because we're not meant to be in social work. We're not meant to be in those positions. But people around me, they don't want us to break out of the mold because they expect us to still be in South and stay down here and let them rule over us. But the fact that when one of us want to reach up, people are telling me, "Oh, you're not going to get that. Nah, you're not meant to be there. Wow, you're not meant to." It's like, man, I did the interview, got the job, and I'm the last one laughing. But it's like, no, I'm showing you that, man, because of that jealousy, I can break through for us to break free your mentality of we're meant to be down here. Nah.
So using the jealousy that people often can sort of turn on you to elevate rather than send you downwards.
That's right.
And staying the same, I guess that's another angle of it, isn't it? We can't stop people being jealous about us and what about you and the car that you drive. I think at the end of the day, the golden rule is you just got to be happy about you.
Yeah,
That's right.
Because that's all that really matters at the end of the day, is finding peace in your inner heart.
Yeah.
I just want to dwell on that forgiveness, guys. I think that's a very big thing.
Amazing.
You no doubt have been wounded in your life. Everyone this side of heaven is going to be open to some sort of dysfunction, attack, brokenness, and we don't want to live as a victim to that anymore, you know. And really, what I want to say to our audience is that it's as simple as identifying it, the person, the situation, and being bold enough, as we've been saying, as we are on set tonight, to actually go and talk that through, just as we're talking about it. No clinical way of doing it, just from your heart, and speaking out of your mouth about, you know, just what is hurting, and who is hurting you, and being bold enough to actually. I know of men that have actually gone gone back to men that have sexually abused them in their childhood. Big step. But the right step to stop the dysfunction. Cut that thing off so they don't have to live as a victim and that replaying in their head and mind every day. And if you're living with somebody, then you transfer that because you're not whole. You're not whole in your life. There's you know, there's things that are going on in your inner world, and it's hard to talk about. Brothers, kia kaha. We just want to let you know that as a brotherhood, we talk about these things, Kai? We open up about these things, you know.
Here's a brother that walked into one of our venues. You know, he sat there 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and he's just, you could tell this man, you know, had a lot on him, but he believed that, why are we so happy? Why are we living so free? You know, 4 weeks later, he's coming back and confessing all these memoirs, obviously being sexually raped when he was a man in a state of ward, you know, being abused, but he held on to all this trauma until such time he came into an environment whereby men were being happy. He could have been jealous and like, oh, why this? But he actually believed that, man, I want to do that. I want to be like that. But you know, you can be set free, brothers. You can be set free of some of the traumas you're going through. 50, 60. This man was actually 50 plus. 50 plus. And he's talking about these traumatic experiences. Never too late. You know, there's a purpose and there's still a journey up ahead if you're even 60. Talking to a 67-year-old today and I'm telling him, hey, life is not all about work.
Right.
Life is not all about work. And he's talking about working on Saturday, Sunday. Anyways, that's not the topic. But hey, give encouragement wherever, but that's what man up's all about.
Yes.
Too much. Talk anything else to add?
Yeah, just it's all about confessing it, opening up, and the healing will begin. So get to a man up near you, and we deal with that. Yeah.
That's awesome, You know, thank you for the person that highlighted this topic for us on our post. We thank you very much that you give us the opportunity. You're online and listening to our conversation, and maybe this conversation starts to be your conversation at home. Maybe what you've seen us do and just open up us three. Maybe you've got somebody and some people that you need to open up with. You don't have to necessarily just go to a man up. You might have to just create your own man up or woman up or family up or situation at home where you can just say, look, you know, whānau, I know we're about to eat our fish and chips, but just before we eat our fish and chips, or we're going to have a bit of a kōrero.
That's right.
I just want to share something with you in my life. And that's okay. Listen, that's okay to talk like that at home today. Turn the telly off, turn the devices off, go and switch the Wi-Fi off so nobody can be distracted. Just have a good old kōrero, Open up and have a conversation. And you don't need a doctor there, you don't need clinical staff. You just facilitate yourself and say, you know what, whānau, time to open up. Time to
open up.
You know, and whatever that is, let it be said. If there's someone that's hurt you in life, you know what, I want to challenge you. Why not be the bigger person? You are the victim, and by right, yes, you are right in a ways. That person should come to you. But no, maybe it's you that's got the bigger heart, the bigger compassion to maybe go and talk to them.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Talk to them and say, look, you hurt me back in my past, you said something to me, or I did something to you, either way. And bring that healing into that relationship. Bring that healing back into that home environment again. That's a challenge for you. It's a continual challenge for us every day. We've got the opportunity to set people free, set ourselves free, start, reset if you like. Had a hard start to your relationship, men, with your partner. Reset.
That's right.
Kōrero, open up, talk, reset, go again. Go again. Don't give up, don't quit.
No, I guess, you know, just come back on that, you know, I've learned one major thing in my life and man up, you know, it's like, it's not our fault sometimes why things happen to us growing up, you know, through our life, but it is our responsibility now as a man, as a wahine to now take the next step forward in positivity and I guess in a brighter step. So it's not our fault, but it is your responsibility now, what the next step looks like. So that's what I've received so far, Man Up. So bless you, whānau, man.
Yeah.
Bring us 0800 one Man Up, get to a Man Up near you. Love you, whānau.
And when you do have those whānau gatherings to open up, do away with the addictions, the alcohol. Don't need it. You can open up without it. Tū tangata.
There you go, whānau. That is the session for tonight. And just in wrapping up, we just want to put a on behalf of men, you know, and violence that happens towards our women. We just want to say to our ladies, we as Man Up as an organisation really are working the best that we can within our communities to make a difference and an impact on the men, the fathers, because we know that they are a very vital part of raising the children and the influence that they have on the children. So, yeah, just we thank you for your continual support on our program. We're a non-government funded program.
That's right.
We are pretty much run from the passion and the heart all across New Zealand, and we just want to thank you for your support, ladies. You're doing an amazing job. I know, me and my wife know a lot of solo mums, and they're holding it down for the whānau, and we just want to say you guys are champions. We respect that, and we're going to continue to do the great work with the tāne, the man, and bring the best out of him, and hopefully overcome the worst that a man has gone through. So, you know, I was out at Mount Eden today, visiting, not Mount Eden, sorry, Serco and Wiri, visiting on a family visit, visiting one of the bros. And I know even Tuko, he's out in the courthouse, doing some good work down there in Mahi. Same with Kaiwi, out there in the field, just with people. That's what we're about. We're about our people and helping our people find the peace and love of God that brings that joy and love back into their homes, into their life. That's what that's about. So Man Up, tū tangata. On the outro tonight, just as I've said, a shout out to our mums, a shout out to the women that hold it down for our families and are continually supporting the men. We get a lot of messages from our ladies asking for help to support their tāne. That's much aroha to you and to, you know, the potential you believe in your man. So let's work together, whānau. Let's work together, New Zealand and everyone else that's joined us around the world. Man Up, tū tangata. On our outro tonight, check this out. Legacy, Sisterhood, Empowerment. God bless.
Tū tangata.
In some point in our life, I do believe that we come across something that might have damaged us. And here is a place where you can come, really talk about it, dig deep, find out what's the root problem of it, and face those things with the support and help of Sisterhood.
Legacy is a place where it's supportive, it's got a great atmosphere, where we are uplifting ladies all the time to come in and really be empowered and impacted to change.
Legacy is for women from all sorts of backgrounds. Whether it be a horrible one from childhood, whether it be, you know, an awesome one.
To become better mothers, better sisters, better aunties, and just better women for their children and all those around them.
It is a program, it is 15 weeks, but you're going to come out on the other side bigger, better and brighter. So if you know of any woman that could benefit from legacy groups, make sure you give us a call on the 800 number or message us via Facebook. We'd love to have you along. Legacy is for you.